Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. The city of Cypress is making sure the veterans get the recognition they deserve. With us now is the mayor, Leroy Mills, to tell us what's going on in the city to recognize veterans. Now, you're a veteran yourself. You've spent many, many decades in the service.
Yes, I am, Leslie. I'm a graduate of West Point in 1964, so my generation is the generation of the Vietnam veterans. So I am very sensitive to the recognition of our veterans because it's very close to my classmates and those that went and fought in Vietnam and then returned home with not a very good welcome. So I'm very sensitive to recognizing our veterans.
You're making sure that the Vietnam vets and all vets get the recognition they deserve. In fact, you made sure that the Vietnam vets got their due recognition with a real welcome home parade that they didn't really get back in the day.
Yes, we did. Back in 2010, there was a movement for Welcome Home Vietnam veterans. So various governments, the federal government, were doing proclamations on Welcome Home Vietnam veterans. And we in the Cypress City Council, we did the same thing in March of 2010. And our council's chambers were filled with veterans. The American Legion, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and those that could still get into their uniforms, wore the uniforms. And we had a veteran lead the Pledge of Allegiance, and it was very moving in that many of those elderly soldiers, had tears in their eyes to finally be recognized for the sacrifices that they made, that they never really got a welcome home.
Yeah, probably not just in the eyes of the soldiers, but in people who are witnessing that as well.
That's very true, the public in general.
Yes. Describe who our veterans are right now, because I don't think we have any World War I veterans.
No, ma'am.
We're losing our World War II ones.
That's true. We have no World War I. We have about 1.7 million World War II veterans, and the Department of Veteran Affairs is predicted that in the next 15 years we will lose those veterans, and in 15 years the number will be down to like 15,000 out of 1.7 million. So we're losing them, and it's never too late to pause and reflect and give thanks to a veteran whenever you see them.
Well, we're creating more veterans every day, aren't we, with the wars that are continuing. You also celebrate a Veteran of the Quarter.
Yes, ma'am, we did. We started a program back in last fall. Our council member, Mary Ellen Yark, had the thought of doing a Veteran of the Quarter. And so we have a database of veterans from various sources, and we chose Leroy Voigt as our first Veteran of the Quarter. And there's so many stories like his. He was 15 years old, World War II, and he wanted to serve his country. And so with the collaboration of him and his father, they doctored up his birth certificate. And so at age 15, he could go into the Navy, and he got called into his commanding officer's office one day and was really going to get kicked out, but convinced his commanding officer to call his father, and his father confirmed that the birth certificate was doctored, and so he was able to pursue with his career.
Just one of the touching veteran stories. Thank you so much for being here.